Environmental issues. So we have batteries. We have to properly dispose of batteries when we change out the CMOS battery for the BIOS can remember its settings, right? Those go bad about 5 to 10 years. Toner and cartridge kits. So you don't want to just keep throwing these in the trash. You want to recycle them whenever you can. So always bring them into the place where you bought it or ship it back to the place you bought your toner from and they'll recycle them. Circuit boards, they have a lot of gold in them. Don't just throw them in the trash. Dispose of them properly. Chemical solvents, don't just pour them into the vents out in the street, the drains out in the street. Don't pour it down your sink drain. You have to dispose of this stuff properly. Monitors, cathode ray tubes or CRTs. So you want to dispose of these properly as well. When you go to the dump, they have a special place for this kind of stuff. Also, if you're in a big city, they have people that collect this stuff and they'll melt it down and extract the gold and stuff. So there's people that'll just come pick it up from you if you have a few of them. Developing maintenance plans and procedures. Develop and document logical plans and procedures for every class of computer and operating system in your organization. Develop a regular maintenance plan. Regular maintenance is key. You'll also kind of sense if something's going wrong with the computer. You can smell it usually, that something's going to go out soon. Automate tasks wherever possible and keep proper records. Cleaning. A computer-friendly environment is basically dust-free, smoke-free, well-ventilated, and temperature and humidity controlled. So this is important because if you smoke around a computer, it gets hot and it will absorb that chemical in the air, the smoke and the nicotine and everything. And when it cools off, it just embeds it in anything that's plastic and metal. So it'll just get all embedded in there and it'll stink. And if you ever try to sell it, you may not notice it because you're there every day and you've become accustomed to it. But other people will smell it a mile away and they can't stand it. So no one will want to buy your computer. I had another issue one time where somebody left a dust cover off the back and they had a mouse that climbed in the computer and he died in there because he couldn't get out, I guess, or he shocked himself, something. Anyway, the mouse died in the computer and it stunk. I mean, we had to throw the whole thing away. We couldn't keep the motherboard, anything. It was about a $1,200 computer at the time. So you see some crazy stuff in people's houses. So keep it clean, keep it off the floor. The floor has a lot of dust and dirt on it, so that's part of ventilation and temperature. Plus it's on carpet. If you do have a fire, it's going to accelerate your house burning down because the carpet is fuel, so you don't want to do that. So you want to clean non-computer friendly areas more frequently. So like if you have it on the floor, you want to clean around that floor very well. There's a lot of dust down there. So try to improve on non-computer friendly environments. Maybe you can put it on a table or something like that to make it more computer friendly. Assemble a basic cleaning kit. So they have little battery operated vacuums and stuff for keyboards and all that. People generally don't want to clean their computer, but they love a clean computer. So as part of your service kits, if you're going out and servicing people's computers, clean it for them. And if the keyboard's really nasty, just bring them another one. You can get them for $5. Just replace it. So they will love you for that kind of stuff. And just charge them the $5. It's not a big deal. Monitors. Periodically clean and dust monitors. So you want to keep the backs of them clean, but we do not open monitors, LCD or CRTs. We don't open them. Use special cleaning solutions such as 1 drop of dishwashing liquid and 1 quart of water. So just a little bit of soap goes a long way. Do not use sprays, solvents, or commercial cleansers. No. You can use a moist rag and wipe it out if the dust is real bad. But usually dust and water is a bad combination. You want to use the air and blow it out. And with the air cans, they get really cold as you're spraying. So you want to just do psh, psh, psh. Don't hold it down for a long time. If you do, you want to have several cans on hand. So while that one's warming up, you can grab the next one and go. And just recycle them that way. Don't keep using the same one over and over and over. It'll completely freeze if you do, and it'll take about 20 minutes to unthaw or to thaw out. Use a screensaver or power conservation feature. So don't leave your display on all the time. It will burn an image into the monitor if you leave it the same all the time. So the quality goes way down. Even on LEDs and LCDs, you have the same problem. Do not work inside a monitor cabinet unless specifically trained. Do not open a monitor or a power supply. Don't do it. Do not change settings or operate the monitor with the cover removed. That's correct. Don't, because it can explode. Hard drives, hard disk drives, avoid rough handling. They're shock sensitive. Keep them on mats and stuff. Don't drop them on a hard surface like this glass table or a wooden table. A wood table is a lot better than a glass table. Do not move the hard drive while the platters are spinning. That is very true. Don't grab it and twist it, because the centripetal force of you doing that, it will warp the drive like the motor's on a cushion mount, and it will hit the head and damage it. It will almost certainly damage it if you have it, but you can pick it up and move it very slowly. But you want to move it very slowly. You'll feel the weight in your hand from the disc spinning. It's like a gyroscope. You can kind of feel it. It wants to stay flattened down. Do not expose hard drive internals to open air and dust. Very true. Do not do it. Any little bit of dust in there will scratch the surface, and that's the beginning of the end for the drive. Perform regular data backups and disk maintenance tasks. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Can't stress that one enough.